we were seeing, guys, in the last class, the three methods of research. We was studying that we were having three: explanatory, exploratory, and descriptive. Remember the three differences between all of them. Descriptive, what can we say about the descriptive scope or investigation? The ones that you are about to make. What is the main characteristic?
That it describes the environment.
The elements of the phenomena. In the explanatory, somebody else that wants to give me a characteristic of the explanatory. What is the difference between the descriptive and explanatory?
That the explanatory explains a topic that has never how do you tell this? No, Mr.
No, I'm asking for the explanatory, guys. Explanatory.
Determines
The
the causes of
explanatory
the
is the
phenomenon.
one that it is.
Well, yes,
that it
that's
describes like the specific phenomena and describe it.
You are getting closer. Yes, it determines the causes of.
Or explains the reasons.
Exactly. Reasons or causes. That are the two clues. Reasons or causes of a phenomenon. And the one that we are not about to do, that is exploratory, which is the main characteristic of exploratory, the first one. Yolani, exploratory research?
Is something new, research, a new research.
Exactly. It's a researching of a new thing. Basically that. So today we're going to learn the levels of research that are basic, applied, and technological research. So can you read, please, Axel, in page 37, what is a basic research, please?
The following text provides explanation and examples of each of these concepts. Basic research is an experimental or theoretical work carried out with the objectives of acquiring new knowledge on the basis of certain phenomena and observable facts, without having any kind of particular application or use in mind. According to
Tamavera, sorry. Tamavera.
So what continue written or
No. Is that I was trying to explain you that basic research, guys, do you have a similarity with another one that we already studied? With which one of the last three have like a comparison? The base, look, carry out with the objective of acquiring new knowledge. Giuliani?
Sorry, Mr. Wilson, your question?
Do we have a comparison between basic research and another one that we already studied?
Experimental or theoretical? I think that yes.
With which one?
That I don't know if it is the correct name, but I think that it is like the experimental or no, this I didn't remember.
Exploratory. Okay, guys. What means level? First of all, what means level? What is a level? As the word level. What is a level? A position. A level is a position. A level is
I know that.
Yes, yeah, I think that you knew it. So
I know it, but in Spanish.
So guys, we are studying levels. Levels means how deep your investigation will be. How deep, how and what level it is. We are not studying types because we already studied them, the three of them. So we studied the methods of research. We are studying levels, the position, how deep you're gonna be in your investigation. So the basic research will be just for look another thing that anybody has researched before but you are not investigating that with a reason of applying in society. You just want to know how it happens and why it happens. But you don't want to prove anything, you don't want to show anything different. Just to know and acquire new knowledge. For example, if I put it to read a book, there can be a purpose just for you to acquire a new knowledge of something that you don't know, or for you to understand something that I'm explaining. So a basic research will be to study a problem just because you want to know something different or something new. Do you understand the basic? Just to acquire knowledge, just to know something new, but not to apply it, okay? To a business, to apply it to somebody else, no. Just for acquiring knowledge, that's it. Number two, can you read it, please, Yolani? Apply research.
Apply research. Original investigation carried out with the objective of acquiring new knowledge. However, this is found direct at the practical intention or purpose.
Until there. Okay, so remember, this is the same as the first one, also. Why? Because all the researching, what do they need? Or what is the objective of the researching? The first objective of the researching, what is? Acquiring knowledge, obviously. That's why you are researching, to know something that you don't know. So the thing that you're gonna see here is, like the name, applied. What is applied? Or something that is applied to something, that you put it in practice, that you put something in practice. So the first one is just for information, to acquire new information. But this one, you acquire information, but also you apply it. As the one that we were explaining last week, before last week. What type of researching do we need to apply if we want to know why people like Coke? Why people like Coke? Which type of researching? Descriptive, explanatory, or exploratory? If we want to know the reasons or the concepts why people prefer Pepsi than Coke or something like that, which one?
Explanatory.
Explanatory, exactly. So in what level, I will ask you another question, in what level will be treated the explanatory research in this one? Is a basic research or is an applied research? Which one? With explanatory, we are trying to acquire just new knowledge, or we want to put it in practice?
It be apply it.
Exactly, apply it. Why? Because you want to determine the reason and apply it to the decisions of the people. You want to say, I want to research this because I want to know why Gabriela prefers Pepsi than Fanta. But we're going to apply it to whom? To the people. Not just for us to know, we want to apply it. So the explanatory that determines causes and reasons will be in what level of research? In applied research. And in what level will be the exploratory? Basic or applied? The exploratory, the first one.
The basic.
In basic, it will be in the basic. Also can be in applied, but most of the time will be in basic level. They will be just focused on no new things, And the last one, the technological research. Read it, Noelia, please. Technological research.
This is understood as a structure of tools, techniques, and producers organized for the purpose of describing and producing both technological problems and solutions of the same order.
Continue.
Thus, some technological research is different from scientific research, and therefore specific methodological elements should be built to produce knowledge and inherit solutions to the demand for both operating technology as well as the new production of technology, transformation, adaptation.
Can you read the example for us to be more clear about the concept? The example?
Okay. To the extent that new elements are added to a machine or a system, you should expect to obtain new functions from them.
Functions.
In, in other words, its management is practiced by reflecting on it. It can be said that it is the presence of a space that is an object for technological research.
Okay, basically, as the name says, guys, the technological research will be based on applying knowledge and applying researching to technology stuff. For example, I will put you a clear example. Apple brand, they must do a researching before applying new technology to their iPhone. So that's why they spend 1 year to have a new iPhone, or more than that time, because you must know that they do not spend 1 year, they spend more than 1 year. The only thing is, for example, this year will be iPhone 12 and 12 Pro, but that iPhone is not made it since last year. No, they are working since more time that technology. So to implement new technology to that type of cell phone, they need to research. For example, if we apply, do you know what is RV or the VRs? You know what is VRs? Virtual reality. You know that that's like the new technology that all the phones are getting into. That you take your camera and you can see
Yes.
games, you can see stuff in the same space that you are taking a video. So what does that mean? Or the things that you put, like the glasses that you put in your head, and you are like in another place. Well, that is virtual reality. So to apply virtual reality to the phones, they must do research about what mechanics they need, what type of elements they need in the phone for that kind of technology works. Another example, do you think that they need to make a research in cars to make them hybrid, that they can be used with energy, electrical energy, and also with fuel? So what does that mean? Technological research is based to discover new functionalities in technology. It's not difficult. So I will ask you, if we want to make a research of how to produce more Pepsis in a company, what type of level of research we need to do? If we will need to discover a new machine, a new way to produce Pepsis faster than nowadays, what level we gonna apply? Basic,
Technological.
technological. If we want to know and put in practice, for example, like the ones that happens right now in the notices, in the news, SpaceX, what type of research they must be doing about the space travels? What type of research?
But wait, like all of them,
All
you
of
know,
them, exactly, all of
you
them.
know, because when you the rocket, it is technological. All the
Uh-huh.
process can be applied research or basic research because it is so complex to do that.
Exactly. For example, in what we're gonna put in applied research, they apply the technological research to put it in practice while they are in the space. Everything that they learn here, they will put it in practice in the space. For example, they make cabins of in gravity. They make cabins or little spaces of in gravity. Why? Because they want to reproduce the feeling of being in space, to know how to develop their bodies and also how they will develop all the activities in space. So they apply all the levels of research because it's really complex. So I will ask you, do you understand the three concepts or you have adopted one of these concepts? Because you have to be able to put examples of each one. You have to be able to put examples. So I will ask you, do you have a question or something that you didn't understand? Someone? You must be able to put examples of each level of research. If you're able to do that, well, either you understand. Yes or no? Well, I'm gonna start with the question. It means like a silence. It means like, Mister, I don't understand a word that you said. Let me see. Diego Jimenez. Okay, Diego. Can you put me an example of an applied research? Remember, you have to put it in practice in society or in a special project. Something that you want to discover and apply.
That's it.
Or it's not clear the concept still.
Oh.
Huh?
Well, maybe it can be the method of disinfection when someone come to a house that they going outside. I don't know if you understand.
No, I don't understand the example. Explain me in another way, please.
It's like that you go to San Pedro and then you come back to your house. You need to know the methods of disinfection to not be in a dangerous state.
Okay, I understand already.
Like that.
Already. Yeah. Okay, Diego is trying to say, guys, that we must know, or for example, put you in that you are a really researcher guy, that you start researching information about sanitization or the ways that you can take care of yourself in this pandemic. So what are you trying to do? Learn knowledge, but to apply it to yourself. For example, you will learn, using a masquerade will help me to prevent 10 or 11% of a risk to get contagious. So in that case, you are researching that information to apply it to yourself. Yes, is a good example. Another example of, let me see, technological research, Gabriela. Something that we can research about technology, and how can we put an example about what? What thing can be inside of that research, of that level of research? Do you understand this concept or still not?
So.
Okay, try to explain.
Well, I understand the example that you give from the iPhones or the Apple, that they must have, no, they must, for a new cell phone, they must get like 2 or more years for investigate how it can be the new technology or the new method of it, and that. But another example, I don't.
Okay, I will explain another time that one. Technological is basically, guys, new things that you can apply to our human daily life, and how you're gonna do it. For example, if Jolani wants to know what is her best friend thinking, but she wants to discover it. Okay, yes, that happens always in Honduras. That will happen always. Don't mind. It happens to me in my classes. So imagine, guys, that Jolani wants to discover, or maybe what a man thinks about her, or something like that, whatever. Or Axel wants to think what the girl thinks about him. So he wants to know what is in Angie's head and everything. So he wants to research that. Imagine that he wants to make a technological advance of reading the thoughts, right? And he starts recovering information about mind, about technologies that can help you to read minds and everything of that stuff. So his basic purpose is to know what girl likes him. It's the basic purpose of him. But he must apply a technological research to know it, the method, what elements, how to build that machine, all the particularities that must have the machines. So the technological research or level, it means that you're gonna study how to do a new thing. Second, how you're gonna apply the technology. Because you can have the idea to read the mind, but how you gonna do it? You have to study psychology, you have to study engineering, you have to study systems, you have to know how to qualify everything. So that is the process of technological level. To research something, to gain or to obtain a new functionality in technology. So now it's clear or is it still not clear? No?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay, so that is basically technological research. So what you're gonna do, guys, as I explained you in class, do you remember how to make a mind map or a concept map? Do you know how to make a concept map or a mind map? Yes, right, because you made it in, also we made it in grammar, we made it in literature sometimes. So what you're gonna do, guys, is that you're gonna fulfill page 38, fulfill page 38, there are examples like the ones that we are putting right now in the class. And also, you're gonna draw a comparative map. Look, a comparative map. How we do a comparative map? Well, you have to do like three columns. And for example, the topic of one, apply research. And you're gonna put the characteristics, like the one that you have in your classroom. Do you remember that we made a scientific method, of a empirical knowledge, scientific knowledge, and the other is common knowledge, the same way. You can make the same way if you want, okay? The same way you have it in your notebooks or in the classroom that you made, in the page that you paste on your notebook. So you can make that, and that will be your assignment for the, that's it.